see if anybody comes in. I can see somebody there. I just thought I'd come on for a little chat. Let me watch that. I've got some cards that I pulled for myself earlier, but it's still relevant to stuff anyway. And I'm going to pull, oh yeah, some cards out of these two, Asking It Is Given and the self-care cards, because that is major, major, major at the minute, self-care. So I'll just give it a few minutes. See if anyone says hi. Can't see the... I see people there. If you say hi. Hi, Just JP. Yeah, how's the cuppa? It's hot. It's hot. And it's nice to be back as well, because I did get chucked off YouTube. And then I'm back. And a lot of people got chucked off YouTube in the same week I did, which was hilarious. Janine's tarot, and there was quite a few people talking about it. I mean, we know why. But yeah, it was quite funny. But that's been going on for a while anyway. So I just had to keep checking my phone to see if I could get on live. And I think it was it yesterday that I noticed, or was it yesterday was it? Hi Lois. So basically in the title I put, there's a shitloads going on in the world, let's just say that. It's getting more and more by the day, so I'm sort of glad I took off YouTube for a few weeks anyway, because there's a lot going on, and I think there's still a lot of people who, or they would say, you know, the energies that are about, there's a lot of just anger within people, and what would the right word be? Just attacks and things that get stronger, you know, on certain platforms and things like that, with people. And I'm going to sort of talk about that a little bit, because that's, in my title I put what I've learned so far. I've had to write it down so I remember, and the new steps I'm taking for my well-being, because that's what it's all about, you know, coming back to self, finding out what's good for you and doing what's good for you. Necessarily, it might not necessarily be good for other people, and their thing might not be good for you, but you have to find what's good for you, what resonates, which I say a lot, and a lot of other people do. That's why people get into arguments about things, because some people think they should be doing it their way or this way, and it's like, no, you should be doing it the way that it feels right to you, that calls you, you know, and if it's helping you heal, then it's obviously right for you, you know. So I'll do the cards at the end, because it's better doing it at the end when I've had a chat. So yeah, so I was off YouTube for a few weeks, so I was quite glad, because it's given me some headspace anyway. And the one thing, yeah, bonkers out there, yeah, because there's loads going on, as we know. Can't really say much on here, but we know you're going to get the name. If you're in a boat and you were row, and then say you had to wade out in the water, if you get what I'm saying, in America, what's going on, all that going on, a lot of people not understanding what it is, think it's been overturned, and they've given it to the states actually to make their minds up about that. But I'm not going into that, because that's not my chat. But there's absolutely loads going on, you know, lots of people resigning around the world, blah 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 blah, lots and lots and lots going on, which on the thing that I follow and still do follow, and still a big part of in my life, hi Michelle, with the number 17, is all that stuff we were talking about from 2017 is happening now, and it's being seen more and more and more. And that's one of the best things for me, observing what's going on everywhere. And I don't just mean on YouTube, because I don't live on YouTube, you know, I haven't been looking at a lot, but what I'm hearing outside in the inside world at work, what people are saying, lots more people are waking up, and that's how it's meant to be, with the different waves that are waking up, because the shit they're putting out there is hilarious, some of it, where people are like, what the hell? Certain things they've been saying and putting out about, you're like, can they really put that out? It's waking people up. So to me, observing what's going on, I'm quite happy observing what's going on, because you can see it, you know, the people call it the Great Awakening. It's the awareness of people, and they're coming to the consciousness of seeing what is really going on in the world, and it's getting stronger and stronger and stronger. With that also, hi Lulu, is the awareness that there's a lot of people that are being seen for what they are. And I'm talking about, hi, the Great Awakening. I'm talking about, he's now waking up. It's been slowly trickling, but it's massive now. A lot of people are getting seen for what they truly are. And I'm not talking about little people. I'm talking about out there in the world, the big corporations, this, that, and the other, all the stuff that goes along with that. But also there's a lot of people being seen for what they are on YouTube, for what they do. A lot of people have been talking about, we've been observing a lot of people with bigger channels that are talking about people that go around character assassinating people. That's nothing new to me. I see that. And it's funny how a lot of people in the collective are talking about that and have been talking about it over the past couple of weeks, because it is a thing. But that is, to me, how people can be when they're not happy with themselves. And I've talked about that before, you know, and that is a massive, massive learning for me this year, is on energy work and, you know, the frequencies of people and the resonations of the resonating of people, who you resonate with, and when things don't resonate. And also as well, people's truths can be the truth, but it doesn't mean it's the truth, if you get what I'm saying. But there's that whole thing of, I've learned so much more this year with energy, people's energy, the levels people will go to try and pull people down is ridiculous. But I've seen a lot of that going about everywhere. And yeah, it is a thing. But what we've all got to do is realise to take absolutely no notice of that sort of stuff. Everything is being seen for what it is. Nice to see you, Dolly, mate. And my partner of 18 years last month, so I was on work and shadow work to do. And it's funny that you mentioned shadow work, because a lot of this is to do with people's shadow work. Anyone who is, like I've just said, people who are doing character assassinations on people, because I have it done to me, and I've had it done to me in the past as well, is people who do that and do other people's channels as well, is a massive big look at that person or them people or groups or whatever it is that do that, meaning they're not doing the shadow work properly on themselves, because it's about focusing on yourself and not projecting all over other people, because that's what people tend to do. And normally that's because people can't face facts about themselves and they don't want to look, so they'll, you know, go off at anyone else. Like, if someone's happy doing something and someone's calling somebody something, it's like, what is that really? What is that really? You know, so sad to hear, but way to embrace the changes needed. Yeah, and there's one thing I've learned about myself, because through all of this, I'm learning more and more about myself. It's me coming back to myself, because that's what we're all supposed to be doing, and doing your work every day. And the energy we send out, like I said, what you focus on comes in. So if you're a sort of person who's always negative, you're gossiping about people, you're doing this, you're doing that, that will come back to you tenfold, because the universe thinks that is what you want, because that's the only thing that you focus on. So, you know, law of attraction and all that, but or whatever you want to call it. But it's not really about that, because what you also learn as you go along the path of people, there's always people in life that are negative and might not like it, is you just ignore them and you carry on, because you just keep shining and growing. You know, that's what you keep doing. If you don't put boundaries up and you let people pull you down, you're only really doing that to yourself, because nobody can do that to you really, apart from yourself. But one of the things I've learned that I need to get on track with is my health, because I always say mind, body and spirit, they're the three things that we should be looking at in your shadow work. So my mind's okay, some people might not say it is. My spiritual side is, you know, my soul side is fine. It's like I'm still working on all the areas, because of things, you know, that I'm working on, that I'm seeing, that I'm looking into. The knowledge that I found is not for everybody. It's for me, to help me grow and evolve. That's what it's all about, with love for yourself and others. But the biggest thing I need to do now, and I'm hoping to document this on YouTube, so this is where I might be going next with everything. It doesn't mean that everything else I'm not doing. I'm still doing healings and different bits, and I'm still onto certain things, if you know what I'm saying. But why this is all going on in the world, you still need to be looking after yourself. You don't just go, I've got to constantly look at that and not looking after myself and letting everything go, which I have done before when I've let things go. I let myself go. So my biggest step next is my health, weight loss. It's all about self-learning and self-love. Yes, it is. And not self-love like I love myself, love myself. Self-love that you are giving yourself the time to heal and this, that, and the end. You can give it out to other people, and then it's a domino effect. So I've known for a very long time my health was suffering, as in weight-wise. Not that I do look bigger on camera than I don't on camera, because the camera does put weight on. But over lockdown I did put more weight on, and when I got my boyfriend I put more weight on. You know, when you're eating a bit more like man food, I just say portions. Respecting yourself, yeah, self-love. And I've known for a very long time, and it's like I've known, my higher self has known that, but I was putting it off because I wasn't ready. But now I'm ready, and I feel that's one of the last, I'm not saying last, but one of the biggest niches for me when I've looked back over my past, because that's what you're supposed to do. What was sort of keeping me a bit limited was my weight. Now, I've never been a big person as such, as in when I was younger, I was 10, size 10. Hi Jimmy, hi. Hi everybody who's come in. Di Jedi, everyone who's come in. You know, when girls fluctuate, you have kids and stuff like that, but I think over the past couple of years I have let it slide, and I've pretended that I've not really noticed, which I have. And I'm 45 now, so you know, I want to look after myself healthy wise. So I'm thinking if I can document it on here, it might help others who are feeling that way, because I do believe there's some people in lockdown who went on a health kick and they've done really well. Some of us, when we went into lockdown, just didn't. And I've tried to do stuff at home like me skipping, but I didn't do it the other week because it was really hot. You look lovely. Yeah, I'm not saying I'm massive, and I don't want to say to other people, you know, this, that, and the other, and I'm it's just what you feel right at, and I don't feel right at the minute, so I know I've got to do something about that. So you've got to put your action in. Hi, my turn. So that's what I'm about to do. Yeah, toner exercises are important. Yeah, well, that's what I want to go and do. A bit of cardio. I'm not massive on cardio, and what you call it, weight training, as in because I do like weights. And you're oh, what do they call it? What's the word? Resistance training and stuff like that. But I'm actually, after I come off here, I'm logging online and I'm joining the gym next to me. 17, yes, it does happen. Go and join in the gym when my fella goes, because he said, oh great, I'm excited, we can go together sometimes, and sometimes you can go on your own, you know, you just put your music on. So I know that's what I want to do, because I've been fighting against it, resisting it. Why am I resisting it? I just need to get into it and do it and like it. And I thought if I logged it on here, how I'm feeling, blah, 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 then I think that'd be a good thing, because it's going to make me want to, you know, do it as well, because, you know, some of you might be watching and it might help other people. Hi Crispy. Yeah, I went for a lovely walk today. I was going to do a walk today, absolutely threw it down. Both thinking to get into swimming. Yeah, and there's probably loads of people who are thinking about getting into exercise again. Mandy Kate, well, hi Dolly, oh my God, this is just what I've been talking about with my friend, and now I put YouTube on and you pop up. Yeah, that happens. So like I said, there might be a lot of people here that are thinking about getting fit again. They know that they need to lose a bit of weight. And I'm not saying anybody, you know, whatever size you are, if you're happy, that's fine. But it's not that I'm really sad about my weight. It's just, you know, I'm not going to disclose my weight at the minute, because people might think, oh, that's not really that big, this, that, and the other. But to me it is. And I have this area as well, women, you know what I'm talking about. So I just want to get fit as I go into my other years. And like I said, I just think it's a really good thing that you lot will motivate me as well, because I know I've got to come here and speak about it. I am joining the gym because my fellow was saying, look, you do things at home sometimes, but sometimes you get distracted. You know, Finn might distract me, something might go on, I might sit down and then you don't get up. So I need to go to the gym. It's near to home. I can go for an hour, I can come back. And I'll be all right once I get into it. When I used to go to the gym years back, so I'm quite excited. I'm gonna have to push myself to go and do it. It's none of this like I'm waiting for this or I'm waiting for next Monday. I'm gonna go and do it. Oh, you're looking great, mate. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's just because there's certain things I want to do, like tone up. You know, for me personally, it's not for anybody else. It's just how I feel, and I know it would bring me a lot more energy and vitalization. I don't even know if that's a word. Just more healthy. It's more about being healthy. No diet, just, you know, getting rid of old habits, because this is what shadow work is about as well, old habits. So I know with the health thing, and the, you know, mind, body and spirit, all three of them working together, that's amazing. They should all be working together. There might be some people who are like that, they haven't got it up here together yet, or spiritually wise or whatever, but I'm looking at my three bodies of mind, body and spirit, you know, the Trinity, and that's what I need to do. And my fella is the biggest supporter of me. He's always telling me, he doesn't always say it in a good way sometimes, but he is my biggest supporter, and he's always here to support me and help me with what I want to do. And he's been a really good, he's like a, you know, angel really, with what he tries to help me with sometimes when I'm taking no notice. So yeah, exactly, it's not so hard on the body if you haven't been at, yeah. And I know that I'm going to start off with a bit of running and walking on the treadmill and stuff like that, and ease myself in, and then I'm going to start on the weights, because I do like the weights. I do have my own kettlebell, I have one down here. So yeah, and I know it's that thing, it's quite a heavy one actually. I've got two of these, you know, when you swing them, but I know I do get distracted at home, and it's, you know, I think I need to be in an environment where people are doing it, and then I get motivated. And I've been, what I've been doing while I've not been on air, I've been finding a few people to motivate me on YouTube and stuff like that, with weight loss programs and that, and it is inspiring me. So I just think, well, that's another part of my healing. It's another part of my journey, because everyone's seen my journey on YouTube from the beginning of whatever I was doing to whatever I'm doing now. It changes because we're changing and evolving. I show everybody the things that I love and I'm into. Some people might not like that. That's good. Not really bothered. I just come in here to do that. And I'm hoping that will push me into new opportunities and different things as well, which I'm sure it will, meeting new people. I'll read some of your comments in a minute. Yeah, worship your temple. And I haven't been doing, do you know what I mean? So all that sort of good. And to get back into food, because I've noticed in the past few years, not necessarily being rushed, I've just not really been interested in, it sounds mad, food. Like, it's boring me. I don't know what to eat anymore. I'm not excited about food. Food's beautiful, you know, you can be beautiful food. And I think with doing this, I'll be finding new recipes, different things, and I think I'll get quite excited about cooking again, cooking for the family, and trying to make nutritious, healthy meals that work for me. They might not work for everybody else, but you've got to find what works for you in the 17-inch chat. Because a girl I've been watching, I'll have to find out her channel, she was saying, you know, she didn't cut certain stuff out, she just cut things down, obviously calorie counting, and she was exercising because she wasn't moving a lot. And I realised I was sat about a lot, because especially in lockdown, I mean, we went out, but because I do a lot of crafts and stuff, I sit about. And at work, really, it's not like an active job. I'm stood up, but I'm just sort of stood still. There's a bit of walking, but it's not that. So I thought, I need to get myself a Fitbit, watch how much I'm walking, steps. I do love walking, and that's one of the biggest things I think I'll be doing in between my gym, because I'll only be there about 3, maybe 4 times a week, 3. In between the gym is walking, so you can build a pace upon walking. You will lose weight walking. It's low impact, but you can still lose weight. So I'm quite excited. So I'm going to be doing that in a bit, joining the gym, and it's not that day at all, monthly, unless you want to do classes, which I won't be doing, maybe in the future, because me and my father said we might do some yoga. We might do some yoga together in a class. Yes, I found over the years we completely cut our takeaways. You can make your own, and it's healthier. Yeah. Thank you. So yeah, that's basically what I want to come in and just read some cards. So that's going to be my next journey. I think I'm going to document me back to health. You know, my self-love is me looking and thinking, you know, you've needed to do this for a while. You need to do it. I don't want to go into my upper years not healthy. Other people might not be bothered, but I am, because I know it's a thing that's been playing on my mind, and I know if it's a thing that's been playing on it, I've been resisting it, so I need to bring it in. So if that motivates other people as well, then that's brilliant, because that's all I like to do on here anyways, inspire people to find the joy, which I've always talked about. You know, mine's a lot of my crafting, but I also do think finding my joy could be in my exercise as well, because like I said, it's gonna give me a confidence boost anyway, you know, in a good way. There's just so many things that can come with it, so I'm quite excited about it, and to see my journey. And I will be doing the before and after pictures, but I won't be putting them up yet. So yeah, I just hope, like, I don't know who popped in just at the top before, but you know, saying that you've just been talking about that. There's probably a lot of people talking about in collective consciousness, yeah, stretches. that are thinking about the health too, because a lot of people, you know, when you wake up to certain stuff and all the stuff that's going on in the world, you want to start looking after your health. So there will be people thinking, you know, I've got my mind's quite in check, my spiritual side's quite in check, still bringing that in because it's you're forever growing, but it's my health. Some people might be like, my health's fine, it's the spiritual practices, maybe I want to bring in whatever that is for you, blah, blah, blah. All your healing, because we're growing and evolving. That's what it's all about. If you're staying stagnant, doing the same things, not moving, resisting everything, it's not really going to do you any well, you know, really. And that's why, even with this, talking about this, coming on here, being on a YouTube channel, putting it all out to the world, you could get trolls and stuff. I'm used to trolls that want to pull people down. Like I said before, character assassination will what people pull people down about the weight. But the thing is, no one can tell me about my weight because I already know. So that isn't going to be a thing. But again, that would show people who do that and talk like that and would call somebody like that are the ones with the problems. And the biggest thing I've learned this year is to totally ignore that and cut that sort of energy off. You know, and I think the more you get of that in anyway means you're doing something good and means that you're shining your light. We need to go towards the light and stand in our light more, because the darkness can't get you there. You keep doing it. So, you know, anyway, I pulled some cards out today for myself, but I think it will resonate with a lot of you. And I got 16, which is choice. It says choice, assertiveness, empowerment, authenticity, personal boundaries. Massive on personal boundaries. Talked about personal boundaries before. You are allowed to say no to people in all situations. You are allowed that self-love as well, to say no, to have personal boundaries. You don't let people walk all over you. And then we've got 22 came out of the heart chakra. This is where we're going. This is where it's at. This is what the whole thing about the awakening is. The heart chakra. Also giving yourself self-love. You know, you're caring for others as well, but you're giving yourself love to love yourself, to have boundaries, to, you know, be able to bring that joy back in your life, putting love into everything you do, you know, especially when you're talking to yourself. You know, a lot of people, we talk to our bodies, our bodily waters, you know, like Dr. Emoto, and you're putting words on yourself. Don't put yourself down. I know it's hard because I've done it, a lot of people do, but you've got to talk well of yourself. This was about being a well-being. So my channel is probably gonna, I have changed the name, and it's something like Dolly D, is it higher frequencies, and I don't know, was it well-being? So I don't know, it might have well-being and fitness on the end of it, because I really, really am excited about getting into fitness. Because we are a being, and we need to be well while we're living in this world. So like I say, there's all that stuff going on out there, and oh yes, it is happening. A lot of spiritual places, you know, you've got the new age thing, a lot of things coming in that are a bit, were coming in to put people off about this isn't happening, that is, it is happening. But why it's happening, yes, music, yeah, definitely. Why it's happening, you've got to keep yourself well, growing and evolving, standing in the light, not getting down in the hate and the negativity that's going on. But you've got to maneuver around all this and heal yourself, because we can all heal ourselves, and that's what it's all about. So the next one I got was 42, which was insight. And I really love this because it says understanding, awakening, awareness, self-evolution. It's not anybody's business what my business is, and it's not my business what anyone else's business is. The whole thing of coming back to self is you finding you again and what works for you. So when other people are pointing fingers at other people, yeah, the new cards, that's not a very evolved thing. That's you looking away from yourself and pointing fingers at everyone else. It is for you, it is for me to evolve myself the way remember who you are, exactly. Remember what's good for me, because we get lost in society, we get lost in things. By the way, if you've not seen Mr. Robot, go and watch that, the series. That's what got stuck in yesterday. Some people would say, oh, you've got to do this, therefore you're not this, this and this. No, I've got to do what's right for me. Or you've got to be vegan, you've got to be this to be spiritual. No, I don't. I've got to do what's right for me. We're all different. Going now, we'll watch later. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you. Remember who you are. Yeah, they're off the chakra, the chakra insight oracle. You know, I got stuck in that a few years ago. Oh, I have to do, oh, it'd be better if I did this because maybe that would do that and it'd help me that way. And, oh, maybe I'm not supposed to do that or do this. And it was like, said to Lois a few weeks ago, I've said before, I said, it's all bullshit. You know, yes, there's certain things, but you've got to do what's right for you. You know, so I'm saying, I'm a fruitarian and you should do it. No, you've got to do what's right for you. Other things might come. You have to do what's right for you and what resonates with you. Otherwise, therefore, you're not being true to yourself. And then we got out of the self-care cards. We've got ground yourself. A lot of grounding's needed at the minute, especially with what's going on. Drink tea, which I would just say, you know, resonating on the fact that find your calm place, take a breath, find somewhere peaceful, just tune out sometimes, take a soak in the bath, very healing. You get a lot of inspiration and things when you're in water. I do in the shower or the bath, ideas pop up and everything, but it's self-care, having a nice relaxing bath, letting the worries of the day disappear or whatever's going on. Energy work is the most important. 22, energy work of yourself. Doesn't matter what other people are doing, your energy work. If you're getting too caught up with other people, what's going on, like I said, observe, but don't get involved. It's sort of, your energy's being like siphoned everywhere because, like I said, what you focus on, bring it back. That's just taking your energy away. So them cards came in, and then I just wanted to do where did I put it? The so I had some cards and I don't know where they are. Oh, there they are. So I was just going to do asking it as given for you guys now in the collective before I go, but I hope it made sense what I'm talking about. So I'm going to be doing a bit more fitness chats. Don't know what it's going to look like, don't know what's going to go on. Maybe when I do get to the gym after a while and get used to it, maybe I might be able to film in the gym, or my fella might film me doing some stuff so you can see me doing stuff. I don't know. I'm not going to say anything at the minute. So we've got, there is enough room for all ideas and experiences. Now that's brilliant because that is a problem a lot of people have. They think there isn't room for enough people to have, you know, this going on or that going on. Like I've said before, for examples, there's loads of hairdressers on my street. Some people will go, oh yeah, but why open hairdressers when there are loads of hairdressers? That's people in competition. There's enough for everybody. There's enough ideas and experiences for everybody. And it says, from your non-physical perspective, you understood that there is room enough in this expansive universe for all manner of thoughts and experience. You had every intention of being deliberate about your own life experience and your own creations, but you had no intentions of trying to control the creations of others. There's a lot of people out there who try to control the creations of others and try to put things out about people to make it look like something else. A lot of that going about, like I said, a lot of people have been talking about that energy at the minute, which I found quite funny because that has been going on. But you don't control other people's creations. We are all creators of our own, you know, stuff that goes on in life, and it's when you take responsibility. And if you're aware of the things that you're doing, then that's even better. Hi, Davey. There's a lot of people out there that are not aware of what they're doing. You know, that's in the big stakes as well out there. So, you know, like I said, watching what's going on in the world right now is very, very interesting. Have you heard from Roxanne? Yeah, she's still on my phone and that. I think we texted each other the other day. We do need to get talking to each other, but yeah. Not on the phone, but text. But yeah, I do need to speak to her. Not spoken to her for a while. I know she's still doing her own thing and all that. So we're just going to do the self-care cards before I go. But yeah. And that's, like I said, the biggest learning I've learned this year is about my energy, what I give out, what I focus on, not focusing on negative people, negative things, ignoring all that because it's nothing to do with me. Learning that there's very despicable people out there. We've learned that going on in the world with what's going on in the world as well. All that energy. Yeah, and you've just got to push forward and you've just pushed forward. Nothing takes away your happiness. Nothing can take it away. It doesn't matter what happens. Nothing can take your happiness away. The only thing or person that takes your happiness away is you. By taking yourself out of that frequency, you have to put yourself back in that frequency. It's not always easy, but the only person who does that is yourself. You sabotage yourself. To anyone who's feeling shit, that's because you're sabotaging yourself. And I've always said, when people are not focusing on themselves and what they want to put out in the world, and the things that they want to bring in to make your life more positive, abundant, in whatever way you do. Everyone's got talents, everyone has ideas, everyone has experiences. I know I am bigging myself up. Yeah, I'm very good at my art. All the art that I do, I love it. I'm passionate about it. Everybody's got something. Some people might think I haven't. You have. Everybody's got something. But it's your choice to whether you want to use that to put out in the world. You don't have to. It could be just for you. But you get that in the spiritual community. Oh, it should be, it should be. No, if you want to put it out in the world, put it out in the world. If you have that much passion for it, it will do well, even if it takes a little bit of time to get going. Everybody's got something. We're all different. Everybody's got something. Thank you. But that's what I've seen a lot of, and it's made me a stronger person. Especially this year with what I've learned a lot about energy and other people's energy is absolutely crackers, and how you just don't, you just carry on regardless. Ooh, so what we've got for you guys is read. It's nice to read a book. It's nice to get knowledge from a book. There's a lot of knowledge in a book, even though we know the knowledge, really, the knowledge is within. It's nice to take time out and read a book sometimes, something you're into. It might re-trigger something or give you an idea or an inspiration. But, why do you think they tried to do the book, did the book burnings years ago? Books that they didn't want people to have out. Easier to put a lot of shit out on the internet, innit, and write stuff and digitally remove things and stuff like that. That's all I'm saying. Aromatherapy. Maybe you should buy some oils. Maybe you should be making your own oils. Maybe, just maybe you need to buy one of them dispenser things that puts the oils in, something to calm you down, where it's calming you down at the end of the day, because these are all self-care. What's your favourite smell? If you've never tried essential oils and things like that, maybe it's a nice holistic way, that you could have that. And massage is good for the body. You can massage your own body, your partner can massage your body, you can go for a massage, but that, releases a lot of tension, energy and stuff like that, of helping you feel good. Anything that helps you feel good and relaxed and stuff like that is gonna, it's gonna send your frequency up better. Just got back from our beautiful library. So that was the cards. But if I can find my book of I just call it the Magic Blue Book, because I just like to flick through the page, see where it lands and see what it says. Also got this lovely book of Volume 4, Alien Soul Quest. Not got into that yet, but yeah. So what I normally do, if you haven't seen this book, is I just sort of go like this. Let me check it so that it's the right way. I'm going with this page, and it says, "No need to worry about tomorrow when I've been blessed with today. I know that everybody worries about what's coming next, but in my experience, it doesn't do any good. It just makes you more stressed out, and usually you're just worrying about things that may never even happen. Today and this moment is all we have. To stay present and focused and count your blessings for today, and trust the rest will fall in place. Goal, count your blessings today." It's about being in the now. It's not what's happening tomorrow. It might be happening in an hour, yesterday. It's about the now. If you're feeling good now, you're keeping that vibration and you keep doing that. Everything is well. Everything is well. You keep moving forward every minute. You're all right. You're all right. You're doing all right. So that's the message out the blue book. I probably haven't got out everything I want to say, but like I said, there's shitloads going out in the world. Mandy, yes, you're beautiful, talented, Dolly, and yes, we all have that something. In these last 2 years, you've helped me focus on things I wouldn't usually do, and has made me a stronger person. Oh, thank you, Mandy. And when I get comments like that, that's what wants to make me stay on YouTube, because I did sort of delete it, but then it came back. And I mean, they did chuck me off first, and then I thought, no, I know I've helped people. I'm not interested in the negative people that don't like my channel or are not into me. I'm not for them, so therefore they should go and watch something else. But the people that I do help, and the lovely messages I've had since I've been on YouTube and started my channel of whatever this channel is about, I thank you as well, because you make me stronger. And I think with my next phase of my sort of well-being health retrieval, I think you guys will give me a lot of strength that way as well. There is always only now. Yeah, exactly. So thank you, Mandy, for that lovely message. And I know a lot of you have said that to me before. I don't know what I've helped you with. I mean, if it was getting back into some sort of hobby or thinking more positive or whatever, or getting you through lockdown, then thank you. You know, you don't have to be into everything I'm into. I do talk about a lot of things, but I do believe a lot of people are seeing a lot of things I've been talking about that I was talking about a bit ago with the number 17, and it's all coming out. But I would say don't lose your shit on the things that you see, because it's not all how it seems. There's a lot of beautiful people, beautiful things, and beautiful opportunities and new things coming into the world, but we have to go through the shit first. But the message I will give is why we're going through the shit, or people start losing the shit over this year still, with still things that are coming out, is you. I've got to look after you and stay strong for them, but also you need to give yourself self-love to do that, to not get too caught up in it and detach yourself from spirit, because that's what a lot of people did. Not detaching yourself from God, you're getting back to that, you're getting back to self, you're getting back to spirit. You're healing while we're going through this, which means keep your vibrations up. Don't be watching shitty things, shitty people. Stay around high vibing people. He's not saying you're not aware and you don't need to look at things, because we have to be aware of what's going on. So you're not in the wrong place at the wrong time, if you get what I'm saying. We are observing, because what we're observing is brilliant, you know, and it's so exciting to see how this is all going to evolve. I'm not saying it's all going to look brilliant, but at the minute, you know, because when a lot wake up, it's not going to seem brilliant to them, but as we know, this is where it needs to be. But I'm not really talking about that. Like I said, I'm going to be doing my health journey. I'm going to be tracking it. How, I don't know. I'll just let it come and flow as it does, whenever, and that's what I'm going to do. Yes, we're all here to encourage and inspire each other. Lovely to see. Yeah, and the people that do that, 17 in chat still, it's brilliant. I watch people who are inspiring, who are positive, who, you know, make me think, oh, that's brilliant. I don't watch things that don't make me feel like that. And it is lovely to see that people are inspiring people. You know, I was talking about something the other day, and a fellow was saying, like, you know, when they get them people who are negative, what are they doing? How are they inspiring people? It's like, you know, if you're not inspiring people and you're doom and glooming, to me that isn't giving to the world, that isn't giving to other people, that isn't being a giving, loving person. It's just not, is it? It's disconnected, it's disconnection. That's how I see it. As there's a lot of that going on in the world, you know, because over time society has disconnected itself with spirit, with God, with whatever, with the universe, and, you know, has been more me sort of thing, and not, you know, not that sort of energy. But then you wake up and realise, you know, thanks so much for staying with us. Forever grateful for your love and light. Thank you, Michelle, for saying that as well. I think I'll always be here as long as I can, or if there was other, like I said, channels and stuff. But I think the next one is the fitness thing, which I think will be fun, and we'll see what happens, why we're going through all this other stuff. Yes, we are all, yeah. So thanks everyone for coming in. You know, if there's some of you who've been thinking the same way as me lately, you know, it's your health and that, then, you know, tune in and we'll see what happens. And I'll see how I go. But I've got to go now, because I've got to go and get Finn to bed and join the gym. And then, yeah, we'll see how that goes on my first day, which could be tomorrow or Thursday. I'm not quite sure. But it's quite exciting. And like my fella said, he's exciting that I'll be going with him sometimes as well, because I know he'll push me. But yeah, great to see you back on the tube, Janine. Thank you, Lois. Yeah, and it's nice to be back, because I do miss speaking to all you guys. You know that I'm dead chatty. One of my favourite things is talking. Thank you for being you, Dolly. Thank you, Just JP. Thank you, everyone, for coming and chat. Everyone who's come and chat, thanks for coming in. I'll see you soon. I don't know when. What day is it? Monday. We'll just see. But keep moving forward, observing. Don't get mad about stuff. Keep working on yourself. Keep reflecting. Keep being in the now. Keep you're all doing brilliant. You're all doing brilliant. Don't ever think that you're not. We're all in this together. Remember, the whole world is in this together. That stuff that's going on. We're doing fine. We've got through this part. We're still here, so, you know, that's amazing. And the best is yet to come. So that's all I'm going to say. So I will see you soon. Bye.